Guys, so today I'm going to be filming a full body deep stretching routine. It's basically going to be like a stretching class, so follow along this and feel your body completely rejuvenate. It's a toughie, but you'll survive. I'm sorry if the cropping is a little bit weird. I was trying to get my camera in a place where you could see what you need to see. I'm just going to get started. I just threw my phone. Alright, we're starting this baby out with a 1-minute warm-up routine, starting by reaching over each side.
I'll just keep moving my body. Yeah, I'm always ready to party. Yeah, I'm an American girl, hot-blooded and I'm ready to go. I'm loving taking over the world.
Go ahead and reach up and bend back to get that lower back stretch, and then curl it forward to stretch it the other way.
I was raised by a television. Every day is a competition.
We are the ones you left behind. Don't tell us how to live our lives. 10 million strong, we're breaking all the rules.
Pull your foot up to stretch out the front of your kind of quad, I guess. And if you push your hip into this, it also stretches out your hip. And then you're going to pull your knees up one at a time to your chest. And this part, I was just kind of pushing over on top of my feet and then bouncing up and down, kind of get my blood going. And now we're moving to the floor. Take a lunge.
Oh, you show the lights that stop me. Time to stop.
I put my opposite hand on the inside of my foot, and then I open it and open my chest up to the ceiling to kind of open my chest. Then I'm going to set my knee gently on the ground and take my arm, reach it back to grab my opposite leg and pull it in. You should feel a stretch in the front of your hip. Then I rocked back and put my face down with my leg extended to stretch out the front of my hamstrings. From here, I went ahead and slid into my splits. If you don't have your splits yet, it's okay to just hold your hands to hold you a little off the ground, and I do show that on the left side if you need an example. If you fully have your splits, then you can go ahead and lay down to get a further stretch. And if you really want to challenge yourselves, you can take your arms up and reach back, try and grab onto that back leg, stretching your back and your splits at the same time. I am getting closer every day to having, well, I'm making progress. So now we're going to go ahead and switch onto the left side, following along and doing the same thing we just did.
Pills and potions, we're overdosing. I'm angry, but I still love you. Pills and potions, we're overdosing. Can't stand it, but I still love you. I still love, I still love, I still love, I still love, I still love.
We were breaking all kind of laws. We were bouncing off the walls. The times that we had were the best. We can do it one. You works for the weekend. Mixtape of her favorite bands. Tearing up the radio, lost in the stereo sound. She's trouble in a tank top, pretty little time bomb blowing up, take you down. Living in the radio, lost in the stereo sound. She's dancing alone, I'm ready to go.
Show the lights that stop me, turn to stone, you shining.
Okay guys, from our splits, we switch our hips into our straddle. I am reaching up and over each one of my legs, stretching my side, and then I'm going to flip my torso so that I lay on top of my leg, and then I'll flip it back to stretch my side again, and then I'll repeat on the other side.
And so I tell myself that
Now I am just walking my hands forward, trying to get my back straight and my chest on the ground, and push the knees to make sure that my knees aren't rolling forward, that they're facing up toward the ceiling, while I am trying to get my hands as far away from my body as possible and get my chest as close to the ground as possible and get that deep straddle stretch. And we're just going to lay there for a second, then come back up.
When they're gone, 'cause they're calling me home.
Go ahead and put your legs out in front of you, reach your arms up, and stretch as far over. Maybe if it's just touching your toes or trying to touch your toes, that's fine. It's wherever you are at. And I try to lay my chest onto my legs and hug my legs tighter to my chest for a deeper stretch. And from here, you can also flex your feet one at a time, the other one, then both of them. And that's going to give you an even deeper stretch.
I'm sipping lava, and I'm trying to keep from going under. Baby, you don't to push it harder, 'cause I'm burning up for you, baby.
Okay, from here, I am putting one leg at a 90-degree angle in front of me, and then I'm going to try and move my hips up and over and kind of push down into it so that you get a stretch in the back, kind of around your butt. You'll definitely feel it, or you should definitely feel it. And then I go ahead and repeat it on the other side.
For every 99 times you look me in the eye, you look me in the eye and swore you were lying. Well, I was so blind.
Here we're going into another little twisty move. I have one leg crossed over the other, and then I take my opposite arm and press against my knee while opening my back for a very open spine stretch that feels really nice. And if you can manage to reach your other arm around and link hands, you can do that for a deeper stretch.
I see your dirty face, hide behind your collar. What is done in vain? Truth is hard to swallow, so you pray to God to just...
Okay, now we're going to do a stretch that stretches something similar to when we had our legs at the 90-degree angle. It's kind of like crisscross applesauce. You only put one leg on top though, and then you just lean over.
And you take your time, and you do not cry.
So from here, I am going into Cobra, which if you don't know is where you lay kind of on your stomach and you push up onto your hands, keeping your shoulders pressed down to get a stretch in your back.
Tell me now, can you feel it?
Flexible back, and you want to push yourself even more, you can go ahead and put your head back, try and touch your toes to your head, and then if you're really feeling fancy, then you can go ahead and take one hand at a time off the mat, grab your feet, and stretch yourself that way.
Come on, girl.
Going into child's pose and just completely relaxing.
I've been keeping company with a ghost.
Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. When you're on a holiday, you can't find the
Okay, now here's some fun ones. Lay down on your back, hug one knee up to your chest for a second, and then you're going to grab your leg and bring it across your body to unwind your back once again. Keep your opposing shoulder on the ground, preferably. And then I want to open my leg the other way to kind of get an open stretch in my hip. So from here, you're going to open your leg up straight to the ceiling, grab it, and try and pull it as close to your face as you can while still relaxing for a deep stretch. This is not trying to get it all the way down to the ground, but more so focusing on keeping it parallel right in front of your nose. At this point, you can go ahead and pull your leg to the side and try and touch your foot to the ground.
first effort feels kinda last ditch. I guess this just got kinda drastic. Trust us, you just fell off the bus, baby. I can't let this, I can't let this, I can't let this go. I can't let this, I can't let this go.
Light my heart up, baby, like a matchstick. And hit the gas quick, ready or not, here I come. Where you at? The night is young. In the crowd, the music's loud, but I will find you. Ready or not, here I come. I like your face, do you like my song? Just sing it. La, 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 la.
Drop the magic coast to coast, from the ceiling to the floor, from the beach of California to the sands of Jersey Shore. All my girls.
Now that you've successfully survived that doozy on both of your legs, you can go ahead and pull both your knees up to your chest and gently rock back and forth.
All my girls say all my girls say all my girls in the club, showing love, showing love.
Going to one of my favorite stretches. I also showed you this in the How to Get Your Middle Splits video, but lay on your stomach and open your legs in like a diamond shape. Connect your heels in the back and let them drop down, trying to get your feet on the ground. This is what I call the frog stretch, and it's amazing for your hips. It feels so nice. When you've done that, you can push up onto your hands and push your hips forward and try to get a deeper froggy stretch.
I don't wanna lie, I'm gonna take what you're giving, 'cause I know you're willing to take me all the way. You got me right here, combustible.
And the next variation of this, you can go ahead and push back to get on top of the frog stretch and just let your hips drop. From here, I am pushing up into a sort of downward dog-ish position, but not really. I'm stretching the back of my Achilles, and I'm just walking that in until I have my hands on the ground, trying to touch your toes. And then if you are more flexible, you can go ahead and wrap your hands around your legs and pull your nose into your legs and just unwind and feel a nice stretch there. Put your hands back down on the ground, and then we're going to penché up our leg into like a standing split or penché, depending on if you're a dancer. So
I've seen the world, done it all, had my cake now. Diamonds brilliant.
stand up and shake it out. Take a moment to breathe. Maybe play with your hair a little like I keep doing in this video. So I tapped that dresser to let you guys know that it is okay totally in this next stretch to find something to hold on to. Go ahead and grab your foot any way you want to, whether that's wrapping it around or grabbing the inside of your heel, and bring it up and stretch your foot in a heel hand stretch. And I bring it down, back and around, and then I tilt it forward.
Hot summer nights,
So now I'm grabbing my foot and back, and I'm pulling it up to stretch my split, kind of like the standing splits that we just did with our hands on the ground, but this time you're holding your leg and you can really pull it forward to get a deeper stretch. So now I'm about to go grab a chair so I can do this on my left side and have something to hold on to on my left without having to do this whole thing with my behind to the camera.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss.
Well guys, thank you so much for watching my full video on my full body deep stretching routine. I hope you feel that that was a good stretch that kind of paid attention to your whole body. And yeah, happy days. Bye.